Hello, 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 friends. Nicholas here with DIVO TED Talks, Devoted Talks, where we take ancient wisdom and practices through a modern lens and experiences so that we can take you and your loved ones from confusion to enlightenment or to help you guys in suffering in your lives and others. I had to do 3 takes because I kept messing it up. I was like, what is it? I felt my blood sugar drop, and there it was. So I'm going to do a quick one, but I'm going to read you something. So I have this almanac that I buy every year. It's from the Mayan Dream Spell, and I love it because it helps me framework and mechanize the different celestial movements, but also archetypes that they understand, and it helps me understand the world a little bit better as I read and experience day to day. But anyway, one of their thought bites that they have on here is the human learns through attempts to align patterns of intelligence with the experience of the patterns perceived in the phenomenal world. The same process that creates nature creates the human, since the human is nature. I talk about this all the time in my yoga classes and in my personal training because it's true. We are nature and nature is us. And if we can start to let go of preconceived notions and dogma, we are able to recognize the patterns for what they are at all scales. And so it is and has been long known that in, you know, Eastern practices, especially India, that you could understand the phenomenal world all the way through the universe by meditating within or meditating with things proximal to you so that you don't have to go explore the cosmos to understand them because you understand that the cosmos are just as much in you as you are in the cosmos. It is a holographic expression of life. And so looking out to the nature and to the world for signs and symbols is a way for us to align our lives because we are not separate from nature in any stretch of the imagination. And so, what does that mean for us as individuals and society? Well, it really depends on the signs and symbols that you resonate with because it's not about the sign and symbol, it's about your relationship to it so that you can understand what's happening, right? So, if you're into tarot, cool. If you're into runes, cool. If you're into astrology, cool. If you're into observation, right? That is also good. Ayurveda uses a lot of observation to uh, understand the world, darshana. And that's why I paused and sounded a little clunky because I was trying to remember the Sanskrit word as I was still talking. Um, but beyond any of that, you know, I would say you could understand the world with a magic 8 ball if that's what you resonate with, right? It's not about the sign and symbol, and it's not about the way that it manifests. It matters that you trust it, believe it, and that you resonate with it. Like if you're trying to understand runes, but you don't really know what you're doing because you're just like, I just don't get this, then it's probably not going to work, right? I really ascribe to oracle cards. And that helps me tune in more psychically to do different things. I think I tune in psychically anyway for lots of different things and lots of different reasons. But I prefer oracle cards for me to be able to really tune in deeply to people and pass along messages that may be of importance. Ugh, I would like to do, I haven't done an oracle reading live in a long time. I may do one here soon. But anyway, what I really wanted to point out was like I have been talking about this a lot lately, and then all of a sudden in my book, it literally is there. But it is, as I said before, and this is for tomorrow, Tuesday, February 24th, which is also a gap day, a galactic activation portal. You guys will get this much later. But the human learns through attempts to align patterns of intelligence with the experience of the patterns perceived in the phenomenal world. You're trying to find synchronicity, and the same process that creates nature, creates the human, since the human is nature. And so basically, it's talking about synchronicities aren't this like magical little thing. Synchronicities are validation of the connection of the human being in nature and the nature being in human. And so you are way more powerful in many cases than you give yourself credit for. But that's not to say that you're not giving yourself enough credit, right? In a previous episode, we talked about humility. If you can understand that your ability to read signs and symbols is no more special than anybody else's, but could still be as beneficial as anybody else's, then you start to not see anybody as different, but just different sides or different facets of the same whole. Just like a diamond isn't beautiful just because of the diamond, it's beautiful because of the facets. But the facets have no shimmer or shine without light. And so you have to shine the light through it to see part of the beauty. And so, what else about you needs to be shined through, or the things that you're doing needs to be shined through with light so that the facets can illuminate. And so you add to the greater beauty of the diamond that is life by the light and the way you refract it. So, my friend, I hope this helps you understand how beautiful and magnificent you are, and that the more you do in the world, the more the world will do in you because you are not separate from nature. And that is a good thing. All right, friends, until next time, be well and be free.